Try again. Recording failed a minute ago, so I'm going to have another go at doing it. So we're testing a Rust on the 4K monitor with an RTX 3070 Super. Please throw. Thank you very much. We're recording at 25 frames a second in 4K with HDR. Okay, that's all the details you need to know because that's all I do know anyway. The graphics card has 8 GB of memory. System 32 GB memory, running at 3200 megahertz. Processor is a AMD Ryzen 7 3700 specs. So far so good. We're still recording. Excellent. I'm not talking to myself. Brilliant. Now, we've had a few bits of problems earlier on because for some reason it keeps... Actually, I ought to stop doing the speech impediment and just talk normally, hadn't I? Yeah, so I was having problems earlier on and now I'm talking like Captain Frigging Kirk. I was having problems earlier on because I had the thing recording at 60 frames a second. Then I dropped it down to 30 frames a second. And it just wouldn't have it at 30 frames a second. It was too much for it. So, of course, the horse belongs to someone else because they just grab horses, they lock them, and they just leave them. This is why I have requested on the server that you can put forward suggestions, you see. And I've suggested that maybe they could unlock horses after a while, so if nobody's going to use them, at least somebody else can use it. So we're getting 22 frames a second because there's a big build in front of me. Graphics are sweet. A bit bias on the speakers because even though this thing does come, the monitor does come with built-in speakers, they sound absolutely awful. So what I've done is I put me Bose speakers back on the computer. Oh no, Bose. You can't go wrong with Bose, really, can you? Pronounce Bose, Bose. So yeah, I've got my Bose back on now, so much better speakers. Bit bassy for my liking though, but no, they do. They're all right. Right, I'm going to pop onto this person's build for a second. Just grab the pumpkins. Now I don't know if oh, what's it called? FreeSync will help this out at all. I don't know if it'll improve the frame rates. I don't know. Because I've never really used it. Oh, early morning munching. Why not? Why not eat the last one? So we're at 14 frames a second, which is pretty pitiful, really, isn't it? No, it's not pretty pitiful. It's downright bleeding awful. Pumpkin. So we know that at the moment how I'm running this game, it's not a lot of good. It's really hitting the frame rates at the minute. Really hitting them. Bad. But the graphics pop. Especially with the touch of the old HDR. High dynamic range, as it's called. I think the monitor is quite capable of doing HDR. 1,000, is it 1,000 nits? Brightness, 1,000 nits. I think it's 1,000 nits. which is I think it's what they call the bare minimum for the brightness for HDR on a monitor. So I know a lot of them are HDR10 capable, but they're not actually 1,000 nits. Like the monitor I took off was 350 nits. Is it nits? I keep saying nits, don't I? Yeah, it was 350. And okay, it done HDR pretty well, but the graphics were nothing like this. That was a 1440p monitor, 2K. This one's a 4K. It is a Lenovo L32P something. Amazon are doing them on special offer. Well, Amazon were doing them on special offer at £299, I think, not long ago. It's a pretty sweet deal for a 4K monitor, 32-inch. Nice, very nice. But I'm afraid the graphics are diabolical at the moment, so that needs to be sorted, doesn't it? So what we'll do, I'm going to pause this video for now, tweak some settings, and carry on. Okay, so I've done a little bit of tweaking here and there. It's still 4K, it's still in HDR. I put FreeSync on with a little bit of monitor overdrive, and we're getting now 50 odd frames a second, which is a huge improvement to what it was a minute ago. So yeah, maybe FreeSync does work, and it definitely makes the game a lot more stable. We're on 30 odd frames. The frames are down in the bottom right corner, very, very small. If you can see them or not, I don't know. But yeah, they're at 30 odd frames a second now. Now I know the human eye can't see past, what was it, 25, 30 frames a second. So, but it still makes a difference in FPS games, does it not? Being on low frame rate. So, but I'm pretty pleased with that, because I'm not a competitive player. I'm not a competitive player with FPS. I can't stand Fortnite, so I don't have to worry about that game. Pathetic game. So yeah, and this is a PvE server that I play on. I don't play PvP on Rust, so I only ever once played PvP on Rust, and I ended up running around and around in circles and dying, running around a rock. So it was a waste of space. So yeah, we're on 30 odd frames a second. This guy gives me, yeah, not bad. That ain't bad. I'm pretty impressed with that. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to get my kit. If you're interested in playing this game, the server, that is, if you like to look at the server, this is Corrosion Gaming. I'll show you in a memento. Pop it just there. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Lovely jubbly. I'll just do the roof while I'm thinking about this. Do I go that way with stairs or not? Let's have a look. Now, the sand, the beach is dropping away from the base, so when I can stop dribbling and talk properly, I guess not. No, I'm gonna put the door at the back of the base. I don't normally do this. I like to face the water, but hey ho, and away we go. And I'm not stupid enough to show you lot my key code. I use it every time I play this game. It sounds like an animal's walking past me. I think it is. Still, it's not nothing to worry about. Okay, so let's pop a door on, pop a lock on, use the last code. Thank you very much. Pop over here. That in there and that in there. And let's shut them in there. Can't chuck that in there. That up there. Sorry about it. Clearing the throat constantly. It's fever of the hay, I do believe. Some allergy. Right, so we go set home. Home, of course. Your first home is always called home, is it not? Let's just go into kit quick. I've actually gone totally off the rails here with this, haven't I? Cell, battery, cell. As you can see, the server runs on a system called RP, not Rust, not scrap. You don't buy things for scrap in this on this. Well, you can, but most people don't. They use RP for it. Now let me just show you what the. There you go. US. I play the US Corrosion PVE 3 times raidable bases, which is PvP raidable bases popping up, and you can actually use your RP to buy your own private raid base, so you can't get countered during a raid. This is the US one, but there is an EU one as well. If you live in the EU and you want to play on the EU, there is an EU one as well. But I play on the US, so there you go. Job done. There we go. So yeah, what are we getting now? We're getting 22 frames. Yeah, about 22 frames a second. So I don't think really VSync is off. So we put that on. No, we don't want VSync to get off. Yeah. Just remember what VSync is. VSync is nothing to do with FreeSync, is it? No. So what I think I need to do now is I need to pop into my NVIDIA settings and see if FreeSync is enabled in that. Now I do believe I have to do that. So yet again, I'm going to pause the video and be right back. Okay, so I've enabled the FreeSync in the NVIDIA driver program thing, and it seems to have improved it. Oh damn, no sound again though, which is annoying. Let's try and do that. Okay, so we've got sound back now. Good. Okay, so now we're getting 45 frames a second, looking at a very big base. Better. Yeah, the picture's quite good. 41 frames a second. It's not too juddery. We've got 45 frames a second. It's not too bad at all, you know, really, for 4K. And it's, I think the actual settings in game are quite high as well. Jumps back up to the 70s when in the base. Lovely. Onion boy with small fry. Lovely. Okay, so when we got the torch lit, it knocks it down to 43, 44 frames. Turn the torch off, back up to 50, 60 frames. So yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. So I'm pretty impressed with that. Quite happy. So gaming on a 4K monitor is possible. Why not? It's very possible. As you can see, I've got everything right wallop to the max. To the max. Max quality. And all that. Blah, blah, blah. Graphics quality Bumped right up to 6. Max tree meshes. Excuse me a minute, or a terrible cough. So I don't know what NVIDIA reflex mode is, but never mind. Max tree meshes 99. That's the only one I've got actually one off from the wallop. Graphics quality, I think we can go down to about 5 on that. And let's see what we got now. We've got 90 frames a second in the pitch black. As you can see, it's quite nice. The blacks are black and the and all that blah 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 blah. Even I'm having trouble trying to read that frame counter in the bottom. Let me see if I can just do something quickly. Okay, so I've got Reaver Tuner, is it, or something, running up in the top left now, so you can see a bit more clearly. So we're doing, what, 50 odd frames in between high 50s, mid 60s. It's all over the place, isn't it? But at least we know now. It's okay. So the CPU is running at 7%, graphics at 70%, memory. You see there, that's the thing you see with 4K monitors. It uses a lot of graphics memory, and out of 8 gig, it's using 7.724 gig. So what was 76 megabytes from max memory usage on the graphics card. So that's the thing that's causing the troubles. Thank God the 40 series. I've noticed that a lot of them now got 12. Pretty sure it's 12 gigabyte memory in them, so it's a lot better than what they were with the 30 series. So I think an investment into the 40 series, probably a 4070. I'm not going to go any higher than a 4070 because I don't think there's any need to. And not only that, they've had a lot of problems, haven't they, with the 4080s and 4090s with the power cables. So, and not only that, I can't be bothered upgrading the PSU. I think the PSU's 750 watt, something like that. I can't remember now, but I know it's not a huge amount of wattage there. There is and there isn't, if you see what I mean. So, and I know that we're talking big boy kind of over 1,000 watt graphics cards, and I just don't want to muck about doing that. Hopefully the 4070, RTX 4070 will be a plenty enough 12 gig of memory and all that. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased to just tiddly bonk along like this. So we're doing 45, 46 frames, and we can see it a bit better. Let's run up to it, shall we? So there we go. That's not too bad. I think there's another build up here, isn't there? Pop up here quickly and have a look. Don't forget this is 4K HDR, so it's pretty taxing on my poor old graphics card, but there's no reason why it shouldn't be able to handle it, really. I'm surprised that, because once upon a time I'm pretty sure the graphics card used to use some system's memory, like onboard RAM as well. Hello, there's the new budgie. I'm afraid Bob the budgie that used to help me with my videos, bless him, he's moved on to pastures green, and that was about 6 or 8 weeks ago now. And we sat with no budgie, and we missed him, so I thought I'd get another budgie. So we've got another budgie now. This is Bob the Budgie 2, who will be helping me more often with my videos. I'm pretty sure you'll all hear him in the background. We only got him today, so he's settling down, but he's coming out of his shell now. Shell, get it? Eggshell? Oh God, what a joke. Yeah, so he's getting used to us, and we're getting used to him. But he's a lovely little fella. He's only 8 weeks old. Yeah, he's not got his full feathers yet. So yeah. Anyway, sorry, I've gone right into one and off into a tangent. Then, didn't I? So we're doing in between, well, high 40s, which is nice. Excellent. Couldn't be happier. So this is gaming on a 4K 32-inch monitor in 4K HDR using AMD's FreeSync, which I know that it is NVIDIA compatible, or NVIDIA made it compatible with AMD FreeSync. So job done, sorted. There you go. There's no point in putting VSync on because it's never going to hit the wallet frame rate anyway. What is it? 60? It's a 60 megahertz monitor. My old one, 2K one, that was 144 megahertz. So yeah, I noticed the difference, but it's not a difference that I really care about because, as I said, I don't do FPS gaming, so I like eye candy. That's what I like, eye candy. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this little video of mine just to see what happens and how to tweak things on your monitors. I didn't show you the driver part of tweaking or anything because, you know, personal information as I'm popping in and out of windows and stuff. You've got to be careful these days with people. So, not saying that people that watch my videos are going to do anything, but you just don't know who's going to watch it these days. So, anyway, thanks very much for watching this new testing session for 4K gaming. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget, 4K gaming on the 3070 RTX 3070 is quite usable. Not quite full whack on the memory, which is good. Could be better, but it's not bad. Don't forget, as long as you do your FreeSync, give it a bit of the monitor overdrive, as it's called. Tweak that a little bit and do your FreeSync. I think that's supposed to stop tearing on the graphics or something like that, but it's definitely improved the graphics, the frame rate as well. So that's good. So anyway, I hope this video's come out all right because it's been recorded in 25 frames a second. Hang on, I think I've actually got one for that. And it's there. And yeah, to begin with it was a bit, but now it's become a bit more. Sorry, I love playing with my Stream Deck. It's not very often I get to use it anymore. I used to do a lot of streaming on Twitch, and I don't stream Twitch anymore. Can't be bothered, and that's what I used it for Twitch. But I just got peed off with them in the end because they kept yawping at me for using background music that they kept saying was they kept saying it was copyrighted, and it wasn't, because I actually subscribe it to this site that lets you use their music. So I got really peed off with that and annoyed with it, and I thought, why the hell should I go through all the rigmarole of having to tell them, you know, where I get it from and how I got it, and I'm allowed to use it and all that. I thought, no, up yours. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, that car boot pickups video will be coming very soon. Lucky Dip car boot bag full of games. Until then, ta-da.